Hello, welcome to the kitchen. I am surrounded by beautiful people.
Quite right.
On my left, I don't know what it is on your left, but we have the wonderful Alastair Macdougall.
Yep, it's me.
Thank you for coming again.
Yeah, well, it's
Lovely to see you.
Good fun last time.
All the way from Logie,
Well, nearly Logie, Colston.
nearly Logie Coldstone. For those of you who don't know where Logie Coldstone is, tell them where it is.
A few miles from Tarland,
Yeah.
going east, northeast. So it's I'm out in the countryside, so
Yeah.
not really in a village. But
And Paul's from Thailand. For those in America, Canada, New Zealand and Portugal, where's Thailand?
It's actually the centre of the universe, I think you'll find. It's just on the edge of the Cairngorms National Park, 30 miles due west for Aberdeen, so it's really considered D-side because the Tarland burn goes into the D at Derby. So it's just the edge of the Cairngorms National Park, but we can see things like Loch Nagar and Morven, Mount Keen, some of these iconic local mountains. So it's a nice, it's agricultural, but lots of trees and hills.
And it's a fine market town still, isn't it? I mean, it
Well,
was
it was
a market town.
I have to go back a wee
Village.
while. For it really changed Tarland's significance was the rail line coming up Dee's side, because it went through a bine which is 5-6 miles away to Tarland. So Tarland's significance waned for a point, began to flourish because of the rail line. So, but it's a busy farming community. We've got kind of folk have moved into the area but brought something with them, and just a good community feel in Tarland. We've still got 12 pubs, believe it or not, and the McRobert Hall, a lot of events in there and quite a few shops, cafe and that sort of thing. So no, it's a good place to be part of. I'm a wee bit different because I'm kind of born and bred and family connections, but like Alastair moved
I'm
up.
an outsider.
Well, you're getting there.
I've only been here 20 years.
Oh no, you've got to do 30 before
No,
at least before you.
I'd say 50 actually, but
50 or-
I think guaranteed 30.
Says the welcoming.
but something Alastair's from Glasgow, so so folk like Alastair can they bring something fresh into the village, and we're lucky. It's not like a place that there's no locals left. Quite a lot of the locals still in the area, so it's a real thriving community feel. Yeah.
Oh no, well, now you know. Now you know, wherever you may be, you know exactly where Logie Coldstone is and Tarland. Paul's going to kick off in a sec, but I'm going to say hello to a couple of people. And Craig Stephen and Ella Grieve. Nice to see you, Ella. And Jean Thompson and Margaret Tyndall. It's lovely to have you with us. Keep joining us. And this is a good time to share, if you know how to do that, because, I don't know, are you good at sharing?
Yes.
You have to say
good at that sort of thing. Yeah.
I'll ask Fiona later. She's coming. She'll say, yeah, he's very good at sharing chocolates and.
Yeah, I think you'll find I'm very generous. I'll share on.
You can't see Fiona's face at the moment. What are you going to play? We've had a weekend of games. You should all know this. I mean, with the Braemar Gathering, but before that, of course, is the Boyne. We're in the Highland Gathering and Games season.
Well, this year, the first Bankery show, agricultural show, it was the first one I was at then. It was a Boyne Highland Games, then Tarland agricultural show, then, oh wait a minute, no, Ballater Games was before Tarland. So then we went to Tarland show, and then we were at the Lonach Gathering.
Oh, I love that.
And then I was
Men of Lonach.
It's quite ho-ho, Lonach. and then finally the last one really is Braemar, which I wasn't personally at, but friends went with. It's a great day.
It's a great day. I was there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's great. So you're going to play something of?
We're going to play a couple of hornpipes actually. Just because it was the first thing that came into my head. Right, no reason. I should have going to play the Braemar Gathering. But
I'd like to say that they'd rehearsed, but actually it would be a big porky pie.
No, I just arrived pretty much, and been on a bus tour with 40 Americans, so we just turned up. So this isn't even Scottish, the first thing. It's the Boys of Blue Hill, which is Irish, but it's a good going tune. I think you'll find. And then it goes into a Scottish hornpipe called the Marquis of Lorne. So 2 hornpipes to start.
Okay. I'll sit in the middle. little look when you know it's the end. You know, this great telepathic almost thing that musicians and singers do when you're coming to the end. There's just a little...
A meaningful wink. Didn't quite get up.
Oh, you're not feeling too well.
No, I'm okay. I've got a wee bit of a chest infection. It's just gonna...
Hello to everybody. Hello to our Nashville friends who I know watch every week. Lydia Hutchinson, Verlin Thompson. I have Paul Anderson. Fiona Donaldson will be coming up shortly to give us a song, which is great. And also tell us about the Tireland Food and Music Festival, which she and Paul are organising together, I imagine, with...
Well, I don't know. I'm taking part. Fiona's the administrator. She's the powerhouse that keeps it running.
So you do nothing then except pitch up?
Pretty much. I do a lot actually when I'm there, but the organisation of it is nothing to do with me, so I can't have to back. But Fiona puts in a power of work.
I know. Well, when Fiona comes up to give us a song, we'll have a chat about that. I think I'm going to stick with the Irish theme to begin with. I was trying to think, singing something old but something new that I hadn't heard for ages, and this is a song I am sure as a child I used to hear when they'd all had a few drams and either they would sing and play. I know the Dubliners recorded it.
Oh, yes.
Johnny McAvoy. Did you ever sing?
I remember singing the song, but slightly different tune, I think.
All right, I probably made up my own tune. But I think that's the way with those songs.
Oh, yeah, no, just slight variation.
There's a variation. Well, what key am I doing this? Is it G?
G, yeah.
Okay, let's give it a go. I wish, oh, I wish in vain. I wish I was a young girl again, but a young girl again I can never be, till apples grow on an ivy tree. Oh, love is teasing and love is teasing, and love is a pleasure when first it's new, but as it grows older, your love grows colder. It fades away like the morning dew. I left me father, I left me mother, I left all me sisters and brothers too. I left all me friends and me own religion. I left them all to follow you. Our love is teasing and love is pleasing. Love is a pleasure when first it's new, but as it grows older, sure love grows colder. It fades away like the morning dew. But the sweetest time is the soonest rotten, and the hottest love is the soonest cold. And what can be cured, love, has to be endured, love. And now I'm bound for a merry way. first is new, but as it grows older, young love grows colder. It fades away like the morning dew, and love and porter makes a young girl older, and love and whiskey makes her old and grey. And what can be cured, love, has to be endured, love. And now I am bound for Mary Kay. Oh, love is pleasing, and love is teasing. Love is a pleasure when first is new, but as it grows older, young love grows colder. It fades away like the morning dew. It fades away like the morning dew. It's an oldie but a goodie, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a nice wee song, yeah.
It is a nice wee song. It's just one of those songs that you just don't hear that everybody can get first time around.
It's a version I heard. The melody's the same. It was Marianne Faithfull singing with the Chieftains.
Oh, really?
No, they did loads of different folk. There was folk like Ry Cooder and the Rolling Stones. It was a good album actually, and Sinead O'Connor was another one, the late singer. But it's just a lovely tune. It's kind of bittersweet, and it's just a beautiful thing. You can see why, after a few drams late at night, folk get really tore into that, and tears are flowing.
Oh, there's nothing like a good cry and a happy party. I would like to say hello to a couple of people. Rory MacDonald, who used to do a lot of singing with us. Young Rory, he started when he was 9, from Aviemore, and Rory's got the most brilliant voice. I can't believe Rory's got to be about 23 or 24 now. Rory, how can that be? I know that you're either on your way home to celebrate your granny's birthday tomorrow, her 91st birthday. So to Granny Kathy Gillen, wishing you a very, very happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Hooray, hooray, hooray. So your grandson is on his way back. Rory has just completed, he just completed 1 year starring in Matilda, the musical.
Oh, gosh.
So he's done a whole year, 8 shows a week. We went to see it last year with the wee ones. Oh, and it's such a fantastic show.
Was that Tim Minchin?
Yes, Minchin.
I met him a year ago.
Did you?
He was a right fine one. It was so easy to speak to. I think I probably couldn't win a debate with him because I think he's hyper intelligent. But, but he was just one of these. It was weird.
Where did you meet him?
London. It's a long story, but I was playing there and he happened to be there, so he came up and spoke because I was playing music, and and I saw him afterwards and sit down, have a drink, and we had a good news. Yeah.
So, well, Matilda has run and run and run and run, and apart from the movie, the stage, and schools do it and everything, but it was just great that Rory was playing the very lazy brother, so he had to lie back for quite a long time, and then many times he had to say something like, telly, what are you doing watching the telly, I think. But he was so good in lots of dance routines and everything, really good. So happy birthday to Granny Kathy, and hello to the MacDonald family in Aviemore, and sending Kay and George and Finlay, and of course big hugs to Rory, and looking forward to hearing what you're doing next. But have a lovely family gathering. I also want to say happy birthday to one of my very dear friends who is a significant birthday today. I won't say how old, but Marjorie Orr, the great astrologer. Marjorie, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marjorie. Happy birthday to you. There was nearly a harmony there. What star sign are you?
Cancer.
I am too.
Right, yeah.
That's why I like you so much.
That's why you're so crabby.
That's why I be
What date are you?
27th.
The 27th of June. I'm the 2nd of July.
Right.
We won't discuss age or years, but
No,
you
no,
know that Cancerians are lovely, home-loving people. We know this, Marjorie, don't we?
Oh, we know that, yeah.
We know that. there is the odd nip now and again. What star sign are you?
Taurus.
Well, there's a thing. The bull. Shona, what are you?
Gemini.
Oh, like the golfer. What date are you?
17th of June.
17th of June.
Well,
The
yes,
golfer is
I
the
do.
12th of June.
Yeah.
Endlessly fascinating.
Yeah.
Innovative,
Innovative. Anything else?
charismatic.
Charismatic.
I shall agree with all of them.
Modest.
Modest.
Fish loving.
Fish loving, you name it. Anyway, Marjorie is a wonderful astrologer. If you haven't looked at Marjorie's columns, just look up Marjorie Orr. Wonderful. And happy birthday. What are you going to sing, play for us, Alastair?
Projects are right then. You know the words for it, so
But you're singing it.
Yes, yeah, you're singing it, but maybe you come in.
you can join.
I'll join in from here. You sing away.
Now, I hope you're not going to do a Bob Dylan and start tuning up for 45 and a half minutes.
We will see in half an hour.
Tune up
I'll
that
try
deeper.
to. If I'd known you were going to tune up, I'd have done my, I'd have been professional and done my introductions a bit.
We're
I'm
into
going
the tune.
to turn this a wee bitty that way. Oh no, maybe not. There we go.
It's in the month of sweet July, before the sun had pierced the sky, down between two rigs of rye, I heard two lovers talking. Says he, lassie, I must away, I can no longer with you stay. But I have a word or two to say, if you like to listen. Father, he is very fair. Your mother combs your yellow hair, but your sisters say you have no share to marry a stranger. Father frets, my mother frets, my sisters I do disown, and if they were dead beneath the ground, I would go with you, my stranger. Oh, lassie, lassie, your portion's small, perhaps it may be none at all, and you cannot marry me at all. You must go and love another. Lassie's courage began to fail. Her rosy cheeks grew wan and pale, and the tears come trickling down my tail. A heavy shower in summer. The laddie being of courage fine, he dried her face, he kissed her eyes, saying weep no more lass, you shall be mine. These words were meant to try you. The couple, they are married now. They have babies, 1 and 2, and they live in Brecon, the winter new. I am winter's summer.
Alastair Macdougall, everybody! You've no idea. Oh, he's tuning. He's tuning again. Alastair Macdougall, tuning again.
The second tuning.
It's amazing, actually, how many of these songs, they just, you may not even know what they're about, but they just speak to your heart.
Yes, a nice tune.
So would that song date back to...
I'm not sure it is a traditional song. It's not written recently.
No.
But I don't know how far it'll go back, really.
And from what area would it?
It's Deacon in Montrose. It's what's it, Angus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's not sure who wrote it or anything. But
No, but that's the way of it. They just get passed around and variations on a theme, and but lovely chords and lovely.
yes, nice wee tune.
A nice wee tune.
Plenty of them.
I'm going to ask you to shove over a bit, Paul, and for Fiona to come up.
Right.
If she's got the dog in her lap,
I'm in my happy
the
place.
golfer's here. Fiona Donaldson, everybody! I can hear you all clapping from your own kitchens. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, great to see you. I know you've been busy, not just singing. We are blessed actually to have a champion bothy ballad singer in this kitchen, and you've competed for a number of years, but you've won it, and you've broken glass ceilings and barriers and all sorts.
Yeah.
Because it was traditionally always men, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, that doesn't mean that the women didn't sing the songs, but they maybe didn't sing them on a stage the same and perform them in the same way that the men did. But the Bothy Ballad Champion of Champions competition's been going over for 40 years now. It's up in Elgin every February. They hold it in Elgin Town Hall, and I was the first woman to win it. So I've done it twice now. So that's my life's ambition. That's all I want to do. I'm happy.
Retirement.
Yeah, I can retire.
Well, you married Paul.
Well, yeah.
And you've got 2 boys. But recently, and what is coming up, and it would be really lovely for you, if you live in this area, if you live in Australia, there's still time to get a ticket to fly over for this marvellous food and music festival in Thailand and Aberdeenshire. Tell us a bit about that.
So the Food and Music Festival has been going on for, this will be the 11th year, and it's really just a celebration of all the local food and produce that we have in the northeast, and also the brilliant traditional music.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole weekend of lots of fun. I think we've got about 40 odd events this year. So.
And you've really been organising that.
Yeah, so I started about 5 years ago. I started the year of COVID. So I started organising everything, and then it all had to go online. So it was a very quick learning process.
I bet. And 40 different events over a weekend. That is quite...
Yeah. So we have like a main concert on the Friday. We have Chris Draver coming on
Chris
Friday.
Draver is amazing.
And then we have on the Saturday night Ross Ainsley and Tim Eadie with a few friends. And then yourself.
Yes.
On Sunday afternoon, which is just going to be such a lovely way to finish off the festival. A lovely Sunday afternoon concert with yourself and Niels and Paul.
And that would be lovely. And we're also, the golfer is going to be making a rare, if actually the only first guest appearance. I am going to be interviewing the golfer in public, and no holds barred. And he's also, you're going to bring fish with you?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a bit of a sampling, a bit of so in true Northeast tradition, championing all the marvellous food, because of course Aberdeen Angus, you've got fabulous fish. You've got, I can't even tell you what's going on over there. Fabulous fish. You've got cheeses. You've got wines. You've got gins.
We have a gin tasting.
Is there a gin
Yes,
tasting?
there's a gin tasting.
So how would folk get tickets?
So I will pop up a link once I'm back in my seat.
Oh, yes, okay.
A link to the website, so you can have a look through the full programme, see what's happening, and book tickets through that.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Well, well done for just putting it together, because I mean it's one thing organising at one event, but trying to organise a weekend's events, but
It's worth it. It really is,
yeah.
because it's just.
And it just brings not just the community together, but also it introduces so much to people from all around.
Absolutely. I mean, we have loads of visitors. We close the square off on the Saturday, and we have music in the square. There's Morris dancers this year. There's the Towie Pipe Band. The community choir are singing. You know, I think there's going to be a great atmosphere in the village.
Oh, great. Well, I'm looking forward to it. You'll be there, Alastair.
Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul,
Yes.
of course.
a proper
Delegating.
festival.
I think. Are you interviewing me for a change?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
It's gonna that's a Sunday afternoon, because you always interview everybody and you're so good at it, but we never get to hear from you. So I thought it would be a nice change.
It will be a nice change.
So you'll have to speak nicely to Paul to see what questions he's
So
going to
I've got
ask
some
you.
tasty questions lined up.
Tasty questions.
But you've got a very busy Sunday.
I do, because I'm interviewing in the morning. Alan Cumming, it's the literary festival in Braemar that weekend, so there's lots of events happening there. That's a bit further down the road, but at 10 o'clock in the morning, yes, I'll be asking some tasty questions to Mr. Alan Cumming, everybody. I think I've got to send him my questions in advance. I think I'm just going to send him things that I'm not going to ask. I'd be interested to see what Paul Anderson asks me. That. So it would be great. Will you sing us a song? Will you move into this chair? And yes, I'll move out the way.
Musical chairs.
You introduce yours. I'll put the kettle on. Introduce your song, and I'll get the kettle on.
Sorry, I've maybe got a bit of dog hair on my top. I've been sitting with a dog on my knee in my happy place, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to do, well, since we were talking about bothy ballads, I'll maybe do a wee bothy ballad for you. This is a wee chorus song, and although we mentioned that the bothy ballads were usually sung from a male perspective, this is from a female perspective for a change, and it also mentions my hometown of Huntly, although we've been in Ireland, well, I've been in Ireland for 18 years now, so I've been there longer than I was ever in Huntly, but I still like to sing songs to do with my hometown. So this is a wee song called The Roving Ploughboy, so you all have to join in. Okay. Come saddle to me, my old grey mare, come saddle to me, my pony, oh, for I'm on the road and I'm going for a while with my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Last night I slept in a fine feather bed, sheets and blankets a cosy, oh. The night I'm in lie on a cold burning flare, right in the arms of my ploughboy, oh. Ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. What care I for the old laird himself, and what care I for a cellar, oh, for I'm on the road and I'm going for a while with my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Champion ploughboy, my Geordie lad, cups and medals and prizes, oh, in bonny Devon side there's none can compare with my jolly roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. So fare ye well to old Huntly tune, and fare ye well Drumtelgy, oh, for I'm on the road and I'm going for a while with my roving and ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh. I'll follow my rove and ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh. I'll follow my rove and ploughboy, oh.
Fiona Donaldson, everybody. Now, Fiona, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please, will you put up a link for the Tireland Food and Music Festival? And swiftly taking the chair.
I'm back again.
You're back again. So you're going to do the concert at the Tireland Food and Music Festival on the
Friday night.
On the Friday night
With Hamish Napier.
Oh, Hamish Napier, fantastic.
Brilliant musician. So we are really the support for Chris Drever. Will do the first part of that. And yeah, I love playing with Hamish. It doesn't happen very often, but it's a great pleasure when it does happen. And then the next day, Hamish is actually doing a recital at Migby Church, which you know well, and it's a special place to go and hear music. It's just an amazing space. The acoustics are quite special, so Hamish is there. I then have a guided musical walk around the How of Camar. Not the hell of it, because it's too much for 3 hours, but we'll do what we can do within that time and stop off and tell folk the background to some of the tunes and how they link into the landscape and things like that, and then get back in time for a session at the Eberine Arms. So I think Alastair will be there.
I think I'll just book into the commercial hotel for the
Right,
weekend if there are any rooms left.
You'll get full. You better ready that.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and of course, the Tivoli Theatre. We're going to be in the Tivoli Theatre on the 9th of October. I'm sure a link will go up for that as well. And that is going to be great because we've got the winners of the Sing 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 choir competition. We've got Eileen Pike. And why is that suddenly, you know, when you're trying to remember names of choirs, that's disgraceful, Fiona. I think I'm off to the home.
They're excellent though. They're worth coming to see.
Friends in Harmony. Forgive me, Friends in Harmony. Friends in Harmony with Eileen Pike, rock star of a lady. So Friends in Harmony will be joining me. Neil's elders, of course. Callum McCall, wonderful Callum McCall. Neil Burse and the amazing Frank Thompson, who's, I have to say, everybody's favourite. Everyone loves Frank. So join us at the Tivoli Theatre. You can get your tickets. It's going to be a busy autumn. I mean, you're playing all the time as well. There's lots.
There's a lot on. I mean, well, even like the day as an example, before we come here, we were out in it was like a musical tour around Deeside and stuff Dawn. So we started at Ardo House, it's not even half a mile from where we sit, and so I'm sounding a bit husky. It's not my natural tone. I've been speaking all day, so
he's doing his George Clooney impression at the moment.
So I just tell him I had bits in folklore. I was like passing the tourniquet. Oh, it's my cousin owns that. so it wasn't just about Scott Skinner and it was a battle for there. It was lots of interesting bits and pieces and a lot of lovely folk. And so we just got back and I come straight here, and then we've got a recital to do for them once we're done here. So busy all day, but there's a lot. September's was a lot on, but usually it seems to be quite a busy month.
I think when schools go back. What are you going to play for us? Play us another wee tune.
Right, this is a bit different, something folk wouldn't expect. It's a pibroch, but just the ground for the pibroch. So pibroch's generally thought as a piping art form. It's like the classical music for the Highland bagpipes. Probably came out of the singing tradition in the Highlands and harp playing originally, but it's a very stylised form. So you've got theme and variations, and the variations build and develop and get more complex. But I'm just going to play the ground, and it's a beautiful tune. Well, I think it's a beautiful tune called Macintosh's Lament, and it's thought to date for roughly about 1520, and there was the young laird was on the way to his wedding. The wedding party had met up, and he was well thought of because he kept good order on his lands, but this upset some of the more kind of wilder elements in his territory who wanted to go reaving and cattle raiding, and so they set up on just doing away with him. So as the wedding party was making their way to the celebration, his bride and her group went round the corner, and he was behind, and they set upon him and killed him.
Oh.
And they're still celebrating up the front. Later, of course, they find his dead body and it's carried back, and it's supposed to have been his bride crooning the melody over and over. It was taken from her, and she apparently she walked aside the coffin all the way to the grave, and she tapped the rhythm on top of the coffin, and they only got her stopped when they had to lower the coffin into the grave. Is that depressing enough for you?
Another happy.
But it's a beautiful. I think amongst Pibroch, it's one of the ones you can really hear him.
And
The
to
melody.
very quickly explain, and I know most of our viewers will know exactly what Pibroch is, but Pibroch is is like the classical.
That's how they
pipes.
describe it. Yeah, it's predominantly, but there was a tradition of it being played in the fiddle. So what I'm going to play is
Showing off.
I suppose it would be, but you'll hear the contrast. I'm going to. It's my interpretation of the pipe version, the original version, and then I'm going to end up going into the fiddle version, which itself is very old, but it's much more recognisable as something you would recognise. And this is thought to be the inspiration for Dvorak's New World.
Oh my.
And I heard that was a recording of an interview that Hector McAndrew did in the 1960s on fiddle music and traditional music, and he maintained this is for it comfy. And you certainly, the first bit you can definitely hear it, but as it moves on, Dvorak takes it a different direction. But it's
So do you want us to join in at any point?
You can sing along. So Alastair tuned. I've got a tune as well.
beautiful piece.
That's funny.
Really bonny.
Dog appreciate
Really.
The dog was transfixed.
Well, you know, if it's not good, Bronco just goes. he's out that door. No,
That's it is.
he's loving all of this. I mean, he's well used to the concert.
Well, my two dogs, we've got Bran, who's a Patterdale. Fiona calls him the Riot Goblin.
My
terrorist.
sister Morrick.
Yeah.
My sister Morrick's got 2 Patterdales.
Hey, if you're of a nervous disposition, then I get a Patterdale. But they're a great character. If you want to hunt, they're just for you.
They're off.
And then we had a Border Terrier Dougal, and both the two of them have unprucks, and they come and sit between my feet and
Yeah.
kind of look up at me when I'm playing. So there's maybe something about the sound of it.
There is something, and I mean, you know these dogs well, but they come to the rehearsals and they don't get put off by.
No, they were well
They're classically trained. Has a golfer got a clue for us?
G.
G.
G-H-E-E.
Oh, I think I know the answer to this. There's a connection. What is G-H-E-E? G-H-E-E. Anne Houston will be looking, Googling, she'll know exactly.
She won't know, but she'll be Googling.
No, she will not. Shona knows,
I
but
think
we're not
that-
saying anything yet. Will we do a song?
I'm desperate to say. I think I came with it.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Are you going to do any more of your Friday nights? Is it just too busy?
You can, it is.
Friday's not a good
made
night.
a big thing of saying, we'll keep this going at least once a month, but start finding you're busy on Friday nights again, and then
course.
it's not even just that. We'd take, certainly I would spend a whole week, and Shona would be looking for songs, because we did 113. I mean, you've kept it going for a long time, but it's the preparation to have a different show every week.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, and when
You have no idea.
got kids back to school, or
We have no idea.
so that
No, but
was
it's true. It's true. Even although we don't have time to rehearse because everybody's very busy, the fact is, my Monday is thinking about what I'm going to do at 6 o'clock, and But it's been fantastic because it's opened up a whole wonderful group of people, and I know when I speak too much because they start speaking to each other. They go, or I get messages saying, "Get on with it," or whatever.
What are you hearing for your tea tonight?
or the golfer is saying, "Is it lamb chops tonight?" or whatever. Will we do My Heart's in the Highlands? Will we try that? Okay. Well, I can't remember what key.
C.
You said C.
Oh, C. Okay.
Yeah.
Will I just give it a go? Robert Burns. I don't know. I have to say, going up to the Braemar Gathering as I regularly do, or going to Highland Games, I mean, we live here, but we still get a thrill watching pipe bands march through the town. The wonderful heavies doing. There was a world record broken by one of the Czech heavies on Saturday at the Braemar Gathering. The atmosphere, the lovely girls dancing, and from the wee toty ones to the more grown-up ones, and the Pibroch in the background, and people practicing in the car park, and that whole business of just being proud of being where you are. I mean, I know that we all feel that, but it still surprises me how excited I get by all of that.
Well, I think especially with the it's not just the atmosphere, but you can physically feel the pipe bands.
Yes, it
Whether it's the bass
reverberates.
drum, your kilt starts to vibrate, and there's just a buzz in the air. And I think, especially when the weather's fine,
Yeah.
folk are kind of uplifted by that. Different than a day of drizzle, but certainly Saturday, I think they broke the record for attendance.
Or did they?
I think
Did
they
they?
did.
It was more than 18,000,
Oh,
something
shoot,
like
I think
that.
so.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I mean, if you saw the field, it's not actually that big of a field, but they do it beautifully, and it's all beautifully laid out, and it's very non-commercial. It's very much about the games. It's the traditional gathering, isn't it?
I'm in the committee for the Abine Highland Games, and it's a good games. I think our park's double the size, but we have half the attendance. With
yeah.
it's somewhere in the region of 10,000 if it's a reasonable year.
Yeah.
I think the record was about 13, which is big, but it's a lot more space, and we've got a lot of trade stands. Braemar's much more focused on what's going on in the park. There are hospitality things nowadays,
Yes, but
but it's
it was
definitely
a perfect day. The sun was shining, picnics, and
Yeah.
it was
Yes,
really,
it is.
really lovely. Come in a boot. Come in. It's only a phone, so we can't. We need to see you, Alastair. Surely, will you join us a bit?
It's all right. There's only 50,000 folk watching.
My heart's in the Highlands. My heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer, and following the roe. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the Highlands, farewell to the North, the birthplace of valor, the country of worth. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, my heart's in the Highlands, forever I love. My heart's in the Highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer, and following the roe. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Thank you, Alastair. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a lovely, lovely
Fun.
time we're having in
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
kitchen on a Monday. And that's without drink, ladies and gentlemen. And you're away to work now, again.
I better walk to work.
I mean, a round of applause at home for Fiona Donaldson, Paul Anderson, Alastair Macdougall, the golfer. Let's see if there's an answer to his clue. Jamie Sutherland is saying it's a royal favour. Jamie, you're on holiday, I think, on Arran. Have a lovely time. Alastair Hutchison, they're saying it's all lovely. Petra, thank you for joining us. And Elizabeth, my eyesight's getting worse. Bran, Laura, Lund, thank you very much. Leo and Mike Glennie, everyone's loving it. Thank you all for a fantastic concert. Well, thank you for your company. Linda Patterson, do we know the answer to the golfer's clue? Butter.
Clarified butter.
Well,
It's not butter.
Oh.
It's clarified.
the golfer's,
Oh, you just asked for butter.
Oh, you clarified it.
yes.
Exactly.
You get it in India. It's an
Butter,
Indian
there's
cooking.
margarine, and there's
Yes.
cheese.
Okay, it is clarified butter, ladies and gentlemen, to be precise. And I think it's used a lot in Indian cooking. I mean, ghee is very much an Indian an Indian thing. Paul, will you play us out with something?
Just a quick tune.
A quick tune.
Alistair,
quick-
Gail Mungan Taylor's just a something quick.
Something quick.
Take us out.
Take us out, and they're going to run. Oh, sorry. Alastair Macdougall, Fiona, lovely to have your company. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.